Hey guys, my name's Eileen Bella reporting for Bella's Body, and this is my first ever report for the grocery store. I want you all to know what I'm going to be eating and what I exercise. That way you guys can follow along at home and see the same results that I'm going to be getting. Okay, so real quick, let me go over the major food groups. I bought some seasoned chicken, because for those of us that are always on the run, don't have a lot of time to cook or do stuff to get things ready to go, and we just have time to either throw it on the stove or throw it on the grill. I bought some pre-seasoned, actually, yeah, well, it's seasoned. It's marinated chicken. I got some all ready to be thrown on the grill mahi fillets. And the good thing about these is that they're already weighed. So each one is already portioned for 6 ounces. You want to look for things like that. Then I got some deli meats. It's turkey with a little bit of corn, a little bit of pepper. And that way it gives it some flavor. Because again, we don't want to keep adding to the calories. I got some meat substitute. Chicken strips without chicken. They're made out of soy. For those of you guys that are vegetarian, it's also a great source of protein. Then I've got a couple of patties that are already made, perfect to go on the grill. So I've got some beef ones because I do want to have some beef in there, but I really like how turkey tastes, and it's a lot healthier for you. So I'm going to be doing that. Then for spaghetti nights or easy dishes later on during the week, I've got a couple of ground turkey chubs. All right, and then I also got my egg whites for the morning, something real quick and ready to go. I don't worry about the cholesterol because it's already got the yellow piece of the egg out of there. I got a really fast, easy to cook in the microwave lasagna dish. It's got some carbs in it already. It's got my meat in there. It's got 23 grams of protein. We're going to be eating a lot of protein throughout this whole thing. Then I've got, let me go over my carbs. So I bought 100% whole wheat bread, and it's got a little bit of honey in it, so it tastes really, really good, and it's awesome because it's healthy for you. So there's some carbs. Then I got some hamburger buns for some of the patties that we're going to be cooking, grilling later on, and we can also do sloppy joes or anything else on there. Then I've got some no sugar added rice pudding. I really like it. I love the one my mom makes, but she puts tons of sugar on there, and it's so hard to portion it out once mom makes it in the big pot, and it's so good you don't want to stop eating. So that's why I got the ones that are already pre-packed. If you can afford to get those, I suggest it, because then you know how many calories you're eating. You're not going to be, cheating here, cheating there. You know exactly how much, especially in carbs. One thing, a real quick tidbit, when you're going to eat carbs, you want to eat them in the morning, because the carbs take forever for your body to break down, and if you eat them in the morning, you're going to break them down before you go to bed. If you eat them right before bed, you're not going to be able to break them down, and you're going to start storing them as fat. So keep an eye on the carbs. Then I got a couple of new items here. After a workout, you get really dehydrated. You want to make sure you're drinking a lot of fluids throughout the workout and right after. So I was reading up on coconut water. The coconut water by itself doesn't taste very good to me, but I tried the one with a splash of pineapple or a splash of guava, and that tastes really, really good. So I'm going to use that as part of my electrolyte piece. Now, I know a lot of us are always on the run. We're always tired. I personally don't like coffee, but sometimes I do need that little kick of energy. So what I do is I drink some healthy energy drinks, I call them. They've got a lot of B vitamins in them, and they have a little bit of caffeine. So what I do is I'll drink a little bit so that throughout the whole day, I only drank half the bottle, or half the can, I'm sorry, or by the end of the day, I drank the can. So another little thing that you guys could be doing. Then I've got my fruits over here. I've got some white flesh nectarines. I got a couple of apples, Usually when you get fruit, you want it to be about the size of your fist. That's 1 cup, roughly. So when you buy your fruit, try and choose it that way. Then I got a couple bananas. I got them a little bit green on purpose because sometimes I'll buy a whole bunch of food and then I end up throwing it away, especially perishables like this. So keep an eye on that. Try and get some green fruits if you can, because you're not going to be eating them all day, every day. Then I got some grapes over here, some red grapes, so that I can bash on them. Actually, not, well, I can get little portions of them. I personally like the red grapes because when I get those and they're firm, they're crunchy. If you get them and they're not firm, they don't taste as good. Also, I used to work at a grocery store, so whenever you guys are shopping, try and buy the grapes with the green stem. Those are going to last you longer. Okay, then I got my cantaloupe on sale, 97 cents, so I picked it up. Then I've got some freshly squeezed orange juice at the grocery store. They squeeze it there, so I thought, well, what better thing to do than to get fresh orange juice if I don't have time to make it myself in the morning. This is awesome, and I'll show you some really cool tricks with that later on. I got some low moisture part skim mozzarella cheese, and that can go with either my snack area or it's going to be where I can get some protein out of it. You don't want to eat a lot of cheese, but you do want to include some dairy in your diet. Now I'm moving on to my vegetable area. I got some portobello mushrooms. My brother's actually going to teach me a really cool recipe for these later on, and I didn't know this, but I researched it. Portobello mushrooms are actually a lot of minerals, which is really healthy for you. And they've got protein in them, so you get full off of a big mushroom. I didn't know that, so I thought that was cool. Got a couple tomatoes, some onions that I can dice up and give some flavor to my food. I've got a bell pepper. For those of us on the run a lot, I like paying 98 cents for getting the bag already with the different little pieces of carrots, little pieces of cabbage, different types of lettuce. That way I can just throw it in a bowl. Whatever I don't use, I put it in a Ziploc bag so I can put it in my lunchbox when I go to work. So that's a good one. I've got a couple of mushrooms that I can dice up, and I love eating raw mushrooms. Not a lot of people do. My husband doesn't like them. So what I do is I dice some of them up with a couple of other veggies, and I throw them on the stove in a skillet. The onion starts caramelizing, and then the mushrooms start cooking, and it gives it such a good flavor. You can make omelets with it. You can do a whole bunch of other stuff. I'll keep you updated on that. Then I got a big bag of baby carrots because I'm going to be putting them into separate little baggies and eating them as I go as snacks, and that way I'm able to get some more veggies into my diet. I don't eat a lot of veggies, so I'm going to push myself here. Then I got some squash that I can put on skewers if I'm going to throw it on the grill, or throw it into my meals. A couple quick snacks, and also dairy. I've got some cheese sticks, mozzarella, part skim, low moisture. That's a little bit healthier cheese, I found out, so that's why I go with that one. And then I got this really cool, it's called Magic Pop. They're going to be my snacks. It's only 15 calories for the whole. It's like a blown up tortilla size, and it's like a chip. It's healthy. I'm going to try it out.
It's a rice cake.
It's a rice cake, actually. 15 calories per serving, and it tastes really good. And they come in different flavors. I got the cheese one this time. All right, guys. That's what I bought when I went to the grocery store this time. In my fridge, I do have a couple other dairy items. I've got some soy milk, and I've got some natural peanut butter. So later on as we go, I'll keep you updated on how to eat healthy and start changing your lifestyle so you can have a balanced body.